If you want to truly have a firm foundation of love in yourself and for yourself, the only thing you need to do is to tell yourself enough about who you are. Not the person that you think you need to be, not the person that the society has told you you should be, not the person that you think you need to be to get other people to love you, not who you think you need to be or you are supposed to be, but who you are. That is where you're going to get real happiness, satisfaction. That is where you're going to be in alignment with who you are, and that is where you're going to get fulfillment, real one, in yourself. Keeping your promises to yourself. If you say you're going to work out, unless you've broken limbs, you get up and work out. And stop waiting on people who are not ready for you to experience life. Why are you postponing? Why are you putting on hold your joys? Come on, go out and live your life. And this life is too short and can't be long. But since you don't know how long or short it's gonna be for you, how about you start living today? Start living, start enjoying life. This video is to make you go after that which you want. It's a video that is going to make you fall in love with who you are as a person and also go after what you want, because going after what you want makes you have more confidence in yourself, and also it is going to lead you to love you so much more. And I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you guys. And more like, why do we have to put our lives on hold? Why do we have to put existing on hold, our existence on hold, waiting for people that are also not ready? Because you're waiting on your friend who is also dealing with their own demons, dealing with your own fears. Because most of the times, it's not even about the funds, it's not even about the financial stability and capability. It's not about that. It's about something, the fear, something that makes us not go after that which we want. If you go to that place that you've always wanted to go to, if you do that thing that has always scared you, that one time is all you need and you're good to go. It's like we don't love ourselves. We are battling, we are fighting with something that is beyond our explanation. We don't even understand it. You want to do it, but you feel like you cannot do it unless you have friends around. You want to do it, but then it's like you don't even believe you have it in you to do it. So now you have to involve your friends who they haven't worked it out yet with themselves. And we keep on that same cycle for as long as we wish to take it, for as long as we wish to allow it. It ends here with this video. If you come across this video, it ends here with this video. We need to get things done. We need to do things that we love to do. We need to go to those places that we've always wanted to go to. We need to fight the fears that we've had since we were kids. And that is the only way you're going to fall in love with yourself. That is the only way you're going to be fulfilled with yourself. That is the only way you're going to be in alignment with yourself. That is the only way you are going to be satisfied completely with yourself. When you say you're going to do something, stop waiting. Stop waiting for your friends. Stop waiting for people to come and join you to enjoy life or to live life. When you keep your promises to yourself, you know what happens? You are telling your subconscious mind that I actually matter, I love myself, I respect myself, and I do what I say I'm gonna do. And that is what is going to build confidence in who you are. That is how you're going to be fulfilled as a person. That is how you're going to be satisfied with who you are. Because when you say you're gonna do something, you actually do it. The next thing that you're going to do so that you can fall in love with yourself, tell the truth about yourself enough so that it can sink here and also sink here. Stop working so hard to become the person that you think you should be, the person that you are supposed to be according to the society, or the person that you think you should be so that you can be accepted or loved, embraced by others. Whatever anyone thinks you should do, it's up to them and it's not your business. They think you're supposed to be a kind, little, charming princess, and that's not who you are, then that's on them. And if you're not sure of that person, Sing it to yourself every single minute of the day until it sinks here that this is who you are and you're not the person that you think you're supposed to be. That's why we are seeing a lot of identity crisis in the world today. People are working so hard to get fillers, to become like Rihanna, to become like Kim K, to become like Priyanka. People are working so hard to become other people's doppelgangers. That's why people are creating filters to look like so and so who is a celebrity, and for what? And who's going to create a filter to become like you, to look like you? Who's gonna get a filler to look like you? Your gift to the world is your personality. And when you're working so hard to become like Miss on a Mission, for instance, then it means you are robbing the world the gift, the authentic gift, the God-given gift, and that's being unfair to people. That's why we wake up one day and there are these eras trending. Today we have clean girl era, princess era, wealthy era, luxury era. For what eras are these? Why can't people just be authentic? Why can't I just come here and give people my own thoughts? And whoever feels aligned to whatever I'm saying sticks and receives it and feels impacted or entertained, empowered, encouraged, inspired, motivated, etc. Why are we snatching away the very beautiful thing that it's unique to us and only us, that God has given unto us? How am I going to love myself if every day I wake up hating the person that I am, and I go ahead to put so much time and effort and resources to becoming like person X, who is a celebrity, only for me to hate that personality the minute I look like them, because it doesn't satisfy me. It doesn't replace the original I am. How can I fall in love with myself if I don't see her? You cannot fall in love with yourself if you keep on losing yourself to these trends that are endless. Today you have a clean girl makeup, tomorrow you have gothic makeup. And I'm not telling people not to wear makeup. Please, please, please. I want you to wear your makeup as much as you can. If you're a lover of makeup, please show us your magic. Go ahead and show us your magic, princess. But don't do this to resemble Miss on a Mission. If you cannot love you, they are not gonna love you. You need to know how to love yourself. Stop working so hard to be like somebody else. Just be you. Give us your gift. Show us whatever skills you have, but in your own authentic way. That is why we are seeing people, especially us as creators, we are scrolling and we end up doubting ourselves. We think our ideas are not going to be acceptable, they're not going to be received by the world, and we end up recreating the same content that is already on the internet because we think that is what is acceptable in the world. If today I want to talk about mosquitoes, the first thought is gonna be, let me Google, is there any other relatable topic to this, or am I going to be the first one? And are people going to accept this? Are people going to watch this? And that has led us to doubt ourselves. That has led us to be led by imposter syndrome. That has led us to have so much disbelief in ourselves. And it's now turning us into depressed, little anxious creatures. We don't like ourselves. We don't love ourselves, because if I love myself, I'm not going to be having self-doubt, because I know who I am and I know it doesn't matter if they like it or not. The next thing that is going to make you fall in love with yourself is getting out of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself. Are you willing to stay up to 40 years, 30 years, 30 years being at the same place or being the same way that you were as a teen? Are you comfortable with that at all? I guess not. So get anything that is challenging, anything that is scary. Go after that. Start that project. Start learning a new language. Get into a dancing lesson. Start pottery. Get yourself out there and do the things that are most scary to you. Do not be willing to waste another year, another month being the same person that you have been for the last 1 year. Challenge yourself. When you challenge yourself, you are building a relationship with yourself, and having that strong relationship with who you are makes you fall in love with yourself. The next thing that you're going to do in order to love yourself more and also to develop a relationship with yourself is to put yourself first. I have seen people who go to the extreme extents to do the most for others, but when it comes to themselves, that's where they draw the line. And in one way or the other, we have all been there, because sometimes it's because we are genuinely kind, sometimes it's because the other party deserves that extra effort, deserves to get that which you are giving them. And most of the times I want to believe it's because we are ailing from people pleasing. And people pleasing, for me, I don't look at it as a bad, a negative thing. I call it a gift that the world has made it to look like it's a curse. But for me, it's a gift because you're being extra kind, and you're doing it unconsciously because you genuinely want to do this for people. Maybe unconsciously you want to get validation, you want to get acceptance, you want to get love, but then you're doing it out of from a good place. So for me, it's a blessing. It's not a curse. It's not a negative. It's a positive. But then when you do it at the expense of yourself, that's what I have a problem with. That's where I come in to remind you that you also deserve this first before they get it. That attention that you're giving to other people, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your parents, your siblings, how about you give it to yourself as well? Take yourself on those solo dates, a solo travel to a certain destination. Start a project that you've always wanted to start, something that you've always wanted to do. Can you do it? Go out there and get yourself those flowers. Pass by a florist. Order that expensive watch. Order those flowers. And I'm not saying that people should not gift others, the people that they love in their lives. Absolutely not. But I want you to also give yourself the love, the care, the attention, the extra lovey-dovey, the extra cuddling that you give to everybody else. Honey, just give it to yourself first. You deserve it first before anyone does. When you are doing these things, guess what happens? You are reminding yourself and you are reprogramming your mind that you are of value and you are worthy as well. And that is going to make you have a relationship that is founded on love and is so strong that cannot be shaken by anything. And you end up falling in love with yourself. When you get into a relationship, you're not going to be worried whether they get you a flower, whether they get you flowers or not, because you are used to giving you flowers. When you get into a relationship and they take you to dates, you're not going to be wowed. You're not going to be ecstatic just because they took you on a date, because you are used to giving yourself those dates. When they give you extra attention, you're not going to be wowed, you're not going to be extra ecstatic, because you are used to giving yourself such kind of attention. You have a relationship with yourself. You love yourself, and so nobody else's love, nobody else's attention matters. Love yourself. I want you to honor and reset your boundaries. Time boundaries, energy boundaries, and general boundaries. Because if you do not honor your boundaries as a person, then there is no way you're going to have the capacity to tell others, to make others, or to influence others to honor your boundaries. And having boundaries with yourself and honoring them means that you're going to disappoint yourself, your now self, for future pleasure and gratification. And you're also going to be okay to disappointing others. For instance, energy boundaries. Why would you work extra when your body is failing? You don't have it in you anymore. You work to break your body just because you have programmed your mind, or you've programmed your body that you are a working machine. Why would you do that if you love yourself truly and if you respect your boundaries? You wouldn't do that. I want you to pick on your body cues and honor them and respect them. Take that rest. If your body tells you that it needs rest, take rest, recharge, reset, get that energy back. You don't have to show up if your body is failing. Failing in this case, I'm not talking about an illness. You could just be drained. Your energy could just be drained, or you could be off. Why do you have to host people? Why do you have to allow people to visit you, to come to your place when you don't feel like hosting? When you feel like your energy does not want to invite external energy to your sanctuary, which is your home? Why would you do that? It's okay to disappoint other people so that you can respect yourself and honor your boundaries. What boundaries do you need to honor? What pleasures do you need to temporarily stay away from so that you can have long-term pleasures? It's as simple as that. And there's one person you can't ever lie to: yourself. If you know staying up late is gonna cause you to wake up late and do things that you were supposed to do, maybe go to the gym, maybe meditate, maybe stretch, maybe journal, and you end up watching till late night, and now you need to extend your sleep so that you can get 7-9 hours of sleep, you are dishonoring yourself, and you don't value yourself, and you're telling your mind, you are reminding yourself, you are programming your mind that you are not worthy, you do not value yourself, and you don't love yourself. That's why you behave the way you behave, and you do not have a relationship with yourself. And if you do not have love for yourself and relationship with yourself, nobody else is going to give you that. It won't come from the outside world. You need to have that foundation with yourself so that the outer world can give it to you. So it's up to you to decide whether you are gonna love yourself, you are gonna build a relationship with yourself, not just a shaky relationship, but a strong relationship that you live in the knowing that you love who you are and you are okay with who you are. Thank you for watching up to this point. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to leave me your comment. If you've not subscribed yet, please, how about you hit that subscription button and become part of this community. Until the next one, go out to be the best versions of yourselves that you've always wanted to be, and I'll see you in the next one.